This is Darth Vader as a Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch. I'm turning him and other fictional characters into Pokemon, then using them in a real battle against my friends to see who can take them down.
What the heck? No!
Oh, no.
Nah, bro, no, I'm losing my mind. I need that one.
Fiction is one of the main reasons millions stay sane through real-life struggles, from video games to cartoons to movies. And what's better than combining two different things that I love into one beautiful creation? These characters will gain their own unique typing, abilities, and even custom moves. Now, Darth Vader is a personal favorite of mine. I have vague memories of being a little kid just walking around in our living room and them watching Star Wars. And when I got a Nintendo 64 for Christmas, one of the few games I got was Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Which, side note, that game was way too hard for a 5-year-old. I remember it pissing me off all the time. Then as I got older, I watched the movies, and Revenge of the Sith was actually the first one that I got to see in the theaters. That fight with Anakin against Obi-Wan is still one of my favorite scenes of all time. First off, his name is Darth Vader, so I'm pretty sure you can guess his type.
It's obviously bug, idiot.
Wrong! Darth Vader will, of course, be a dark type. His entire origin story is that this kid, Anakin Skywalker, was a prodigy and was supposed to be the chosen one, trained by Obi-Wan Kenobi, but eventually became deceived by Emperor Palpatine and inevitably fell to the dark side. But for his second typing, I was stuck already. You see, when you have this much creative freedom to turn basically any character you can think of into a Pokemon, it's hard to settle on one thing. I mean, you could say Steel because he became Darth Vader and half his body was machine, or you could even say Fairy. Fairy is essentially the light type in Pokemon, and it shows his struggle between good and evil. But eventually, I settled on something else. If you haven't seen Star Wars, the Force is this mystical energy that connects all living things and the universe, used by both the Jedi and the dark side. It's one of the main factors of their world. And when you put that into a Pokemon game, there's one type that best represents the idea of controlling objects or even minds. You will subscribe today. So stupid, I'm sorry. But yeah, a dark and psychic type. Now for Darth Vader's ability, the first thing that comes to mind is Flare Boost, able to greatly increase his special attack, and I mean, he was quite literally burned alive. But Pokemon often do have multiple abilities. For a second one, there was an idea that just popped into my head that I thought was too good to pass up. There is around 1,000 Pokemon attacks, and there's only 4 with the word Force in it, and only one of those being Psychic. So what if we gave Darth Vader the ability Psychic Surge and called it Sith Lord to boost up his Force-like powers in his psychic attacks and gave him the move Expanding Force? This gives the move Expanding Force a 50% damage increase and hits both targets in a double battle when paired with Psychic Surge. It's like it was actually made for Darth Vader. It fits way too well.
Sith Lord! Okay, so that's like a, I don't know what, like a psychic surge? So what are you, a psychic type? Because the Force!
Yeah! Good job! Let's go! That's my guy!
Oh, God. Oh, no.
What are you gonna do to Darth Vader, Brooks?
I thought Grassy Surge happened. Uh-oh. This is not good.
You know, I just watched Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader last night.
Really?
This is so weird, yeah. I just told Kylie, I was like, we should start watching Star Wars movies.
Oh, I love Star Wars movies. That's even more perfect, baby. But we aren't stopping there. I want to give these fictional characters their actual own moves if they were in a Pokemon game. One of the most iconic attacks in Star Wars is the ability to choke someone out without even touching them. I remember as a kid on the playground at recess, me and my friends would have lightsaber battles and then just start going, I don't know, we had great imaginations, I guess. So here we have Force Choke, a dark type move that deals 90 damage and traps a Pokemon in the battlefield, doing residual damage each turn and a rare chance to flinch a Pokemon. Yeah.
Oh, there's custom moves too!
Oh, Oswald's living though, even though he's the Sith Lord.
I do know he can just choke people out with the Force.
Force choke? No, is that like bind?
It is, it traps you within, but it's a dark type move.
Oh, that is so sick. That did a lot. And it flinches?
It does have a chance to flinch. I didn't think that actually worked.
What the hell? All right, well, Mudsdale did nothing.
Yo,
yeah,
you know
bro.
This dude, before he was truly Vader, he killed the youngling.
Oh, the younglings, bro. He's a kind of psychopath.
Diabolical, dude.
Not the younglings, and don't take down the horses, Anakin, please. Anything but the horses. Next is a psychic type move, Force Telekinesis, that Jedis use to throw physical matter at their opponent. Whether it's a trash can, a droid, or a boulder, you name it, this has a 10% chance to also give Darth Vader a stat boost. Anakin, not the horses.
Let me see. I'm scouting. Let's see what you're gonna go for. Force telekinesis. Dylan's like, please don't try hard, please.
I'm assuming no Dynamax as well.
Yeah, no Dynamax, for sure.
Oh, okay, I think he's punking me.
All right, I promise Darth Vader's not Dynamaxing. Oh! You outspeed?
Yeah.
All right, that's kind
My
of sad.
terrain extender. Force telekinesis, that's freaking awesome.
Okay, well, Hank is gonna kill Darth Vader so easily.
King of the Hill is gonna kill every single one of your Pokemon.
Oh, man, I mean, I know I'm not that fast, but that's kind of crazy.
All right. Let's finally see this move. Force telekinesis. Oh, it's like Ancient Power?
Yeah, and it also...
You get an Omni boost.
I got the 10% Omni.
So wait, you're telling me you get a flinch and a boost on me?
Listen, Rich, it's Darth Vader. It's the Sith Lord. What do you want from him?
You just send in Dialga.
This is a good one. He's got the pressure ability. I'm so scared.
I gotta do this. I have to do
You
this.
just get Draco Meteor. Yeah. Yo, imagine.
I thought I missed. If I missed, I would have crashed out, dog.
It's gonna
How much
do
is this
nothing.
gonna do?
That's pretty good, actually.
God. That's actually crazy. So I'm just gonna go for another Draco. What?
Yeah. It turns out, if anything, the time god of Pokemon would... Oh, never mind. Darth Vader lived that.
I'm Specs. That's crack.
Wait, I might live. I don't have an item anymore. Yes!
How did that even happen?
Darth Vader takes down Hank Hill. Is your whole team named after King of the Hill?
Maybe.
And you gave Bobby Kyogre?
I sure did, Dad.
It's honestly so cool and fun just seeing two things that I loved as a kid become one and using them in a real battle. It's so cool. Here we have Darth Vader, the psychic and dark type with really good attack and solid bulk to back him up. I had to do justice for one of my favorite characters of all time.
This guy must be like super slow for like no reason.
Well, Darth Vader is pretty bulky, mainly specially bulky, and your life
okay.
orb, that's good intel. But
All
you
right,
live.
well, I definitely lived this. Okay. Wow, that did so much.
See, it was a chance. It was that. I just got the Omni boost.
Dude, that was crazy. Dylan, can we restart? I want to see the other characters. I'm excited.
Can you hit me,
Dog,
please?
I want to see the other characters, Dill.
Okay.
Thank God. Thank God. Dude. Well, Darth Vader really is the Sith Lord, am I right?
All right, Vinny, you gonna knock out Darth Vader with Oswald?
Going for the EQ this way. Don't take more recoil. Hopefully this is still enough to kill. Yes, it is.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, coming after Darth Vader is something bigger. I don't know if you would say it's more iconic. Maybe it is, but it's definitely bigger. Charizard is a beautiful Pokemon, and today he took down Darth Vader, but can he take down this guy?
Oh my God. Do you know I'm a Godzilla stan? Yo!
Godzilla, no shot. What the hell?
Oh, you. You piece of shit.
Here we have Godzilla, the legendary kaiju Pokemon ready for battle. Obviously, all of you know Tyranitar, a fan favorite for many years. He's easily one of the most loved Pokemon, and his design is inspired by Godzilla. Now, I grew up watching Godzilla films from time to time, but I was never watching them as much as I was Star Wars. So when trying to turn this iconic character into a Pokemon, I had to watch so many different films and documentaries on Godzilla. His story is obviously very interesting because we're still getting movies to this day. A nuclear behemoth that goes from destroying Tokyo as a villain, then slowly becomes a protector of Earth and king of the monsters while taking down other gigantic beasts such as King Ghidorah. Godzilla was essentially awakened by a hydrogen bomb, enabling all of his radioactive powers. Now, I want to say this to all of you die-hard Godzilla fans. Please forgive me if I mess anything up. There are so many different Godzillas out there and like different universes and stories and origins origins. It was a little bit stressful trying to pinpoint the right way to make him as a Pokemon. I tried my best, but he's so dang cool, I really wanted to do him justice today. Especially in a game where you can Dynamax and he becomes massive. Now, since Pokemon doesn't have a nuclear type, besides some fan games, poison is by far the most fitting. Being exposed to nuclear waste or radioactive materials can cause radiation poisoning. But for his second typing, I swear you could argue so many things. Whether it's fire for his heat wave attack, or rock because he's a giant ancient dinosaur, or water because he lives within the sea. You see what I mean? There's so many options out there. Just let me know what typing Godzilla should be in the comments below. And for that matter, let me know your thoughts on all of the characters you see today.
So what typing is Godzilla? It seems like he's rock or ground. Probably ground type.
What are you?
What are you gonna do, baby? What are you gonna do?
I hope I don't get swept by Godzilla.
So for me personally, alongside Poison, I settled on the typing Dragon for a couple of reasons. One, simply because we don't have enough of this typing combo. We have 2 Pokemon that's Poison Dragon. We have Dragalge and we have Eternatus. That's it. But 2, when I see Godzilla towering over buildings, shooting giant beams of destruction, fighting King Kong, the ancient kaiju beast just lives and breathes power. So that is the embodiment of a dragon-type Pokemon. For his abilities, I'd love to create a new one called Nuclear Waste, where any contact moves hurt someone like Rough Skin, but also leaves the Pokemon badly poisoned. But also Intimidate is incredible for him. I mean, if Salamence is an intimidating dragon, so is Godzilla, the king of monsters. And lastly, as his hidden ability, Multiscale is so fitting for this nuclear monster.
Bro, this is literally... This is the battle of the ages right here.
All right, Hydro Pump is gonna do nothing. We are Dynamax, baby. Lastly, for Godzilla's custom moves, I was gonna do his Heat Ray, but honestly, Pokemon already has Heat Wave, which works really well, so I'm focusing more on his unique abilities like Atomic Breath, a special poison-type move that leaves the target badly poisoned, and of course does insane damage.
The Atomic Breath is so perfect. That is so perfect. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I can't really say much other than this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I don't think anything's gonna top Godzilla. You know how much I love, unless Eminem pops out or Iron Man.
Yeah.
Oh, his mouth. I love it.
Oh, but you're bulky.
Okay, I'll take it. This is rough.
For me personally, when I think of Godzilla, of all the films that I've seen, his main attack that stands out for me is his Atomic Pulse, where he charges up all that power and then just unleashes destruction. It was always so cool. Atomic Pulse is a dragon-type move that does 150 damage, but takes 1 turn to charge up before releasing its full power.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm living though.
Frank is thick.
You know what's so funny? He's the Loch Ness Monster versus Godzilla. This, again, is a perfect matchup.
Yeah, it's King of the Monsters right here.
Please go for a poison move. Please go for a poison move.
Dude, why would I go to a poison move on Dialga? He's also Steel.
I don't know. I just thought maybe you'd think I would switch out to another Pokemon. What did you just do?
I'm going for his Atomic Pulse.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Send headbutt.
Watch this damage.
Uh-oh.
Wow! I got you back! I got you back!
Who can play that game? Well, this is a kaiju battle.
This is literally a kaiju battle, bro. That's so funny, dude. This is, it's not Mothra, but, a giant whale. I can see it in the universe.
Godzilla hasn't fought like a giant whale, perhaps. Oh, that is just...
Until today.
Oh, that's sick.
The Atomic Pulse. Goodbye, Bobby. He says King of the Monsters today.
King of the Monsters, not King of the Hill.
Bar. Everyone watching, welcome Godzilla, the dragon and poison type kaiju Pokemon. This is our legendary with incredibly powerful stats. May your odds ever be in your favor to take him down.
He looks so stupid now.
He looks so funny when he's this small.
I was hyping him up when he first came out, but he looks so much better big.
He's literally here to be Dynamax, man. All right, bye, Godzilla. No flinch this time.
Please get another flinch. I kill!
All right, Godzilla. You want your best today.
Sorry.
Yep, I'm dead. Peggy's knocking me out. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
It went to his thighs, and then he blew up.
Dude, no, he's so funny you said that. Look who's next. Up next after Godzilla is just sad when it comes to power. Starting off with Darth Vader into Godzilla. Up next, we have a little starfish who lives so deep under the sea. Everyone welcome Patrick Star.
What is this place?
Ow!
What? Who is this? What is anime is this guy from?
Yo, I hate you. I hate you so much.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's so cute.
So after doing two titans like Darth Vader and Godzilla, I figured it was time to bring out someone truly threatening, someone so powerful that he might just take a nap mid-battle. Patrick Star is a solo water type. I mean, no real surprise there. Maybe water normal. So since we already did two broken characters, I figured let's throw in a goofy pick. Which brings me to the point of power scaling is very difficult to do in a video like this. It's so difficult to compare fictional characters from different universes. And if your favorite fictional character doesn't make it in today's video, comment down below who I should make into a Pokemon next, because if this video gets 20,000 likes, I'll go ahead and do it again. And if you are enjoying this video, consider subscribing. These take so much work, like weeks and weeks, to make sure that everything is right and working. So it would just really mean a lot if you hit that sub button, hoping to one day reach that 1 million mark. Anyways, back to Patrick Star. This little guy waddles into the Pokemon world with a whopping base stat total of 410, which is honestly generous. I mean, he won an award for literally doing nothing the longest.
Patrick, this trophy's for you!
And with that being said, his ability is 100% truant. He gets distracted mid-battle and goes to sleep, jellyfishing, you name it. But instead, we'll call it lazy.
Oh, so he's got like a Truant.
Of course, it's Patrick, bro. He's got to be a little lazy. Every other turn, Patrick Star literally does nothing. But just you wait for his moves. There's some good classic references in there. First up, we have Bikini Bottom Push, a physical water-type move that does 90 base damage and just yeets the opponent out of battle.
Bikini Bottom Push! Oh, that's so good! That's so good!
Bikini Bottom Push?
Bye! Which I'm sure the majority of the people watching this video, at least I hope so, can name that reference.
We should take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else!
But wait, of course there's more. Enter Orb of Confusion, a water-type attack that does 70 damage and that has a 100% chance to confuse the opponent, while also switching Patrick out of battle. No, Patrick! Yes!
That's cool. I hated that.
I still remember owning this exact episode on a DVD as a kid, and me and my brother watched it all the time. The Man Ray and the, is this your wallet? So I had to put the Orb of Confusion on here.
Then take it. It's not my wallet.
His other moves that fits his incredibly lazy playstyle is Slack Off and Rest, because I gotta be realistic. With a team like Darth Vader and Godzilla, Patrick Star, he ain't doing much. He's just gonna sit and vibe and maybe confuse a target or two, but regardless, he's happy to be here.
Do I hit a Thunder? I actually do.
Patrick ain't living this, dog.
He's not?
The little starfish. Brother, it's Patrick Star. He don't got much.
I love him so much.
Bye, Patrick.
Okay.
My guy was literally the definition of death fodder. Now back to some real power, a superhero even, and a character that can make a grown man cry with just a few words. Everyone welcome Groot as a Pokemon.
I am Groot!
I am Groot! Look at this dude. Oh, he's sick.
Superheroes are by far one of the most popular forms of fiction. I'm still in love with Stan Lee's quote when asked about his career path. I used to be embarrassed because I was just a comic book writer while others were building bridges or going on to medical careers. Then I realized that entertainment is one of the most important things in people's lives. I feel that if you're able to entertain, you're doing a good thing. So hopefully I'm capable of that today. You'd see Groot taking on Dialga.
No.
Your specs wouldn't have done anything anyway. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just gonna let him go down. See if I can get some damage off with the Thunder, but it's fine, so, okay.
Now, when you think of superheroes, I'm sure the first thing that pops in your head isn't Groot. It's Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, you name it. But instead of doing one of the most famous characters, I wanted to give some little side character love. Groot is of the species Flora Colossi from Planet X that are highly intelligent, but he was exiled from his home for showing compassion and was looked down upon by his race. They are essentially giant humanoid trees which shouts grass-type Pokemon, but they're also capable of being able to lift lift 100 tons, making Groot a physical powerhouse. So I'm leaning towards a grass and fighting type. You could even consider Fairy for his regeneration abilities, but that more or less led me to his first ability, Regenerator. Every time Groot switches out of battle, he gets healed up. But Groot needs to be a tanky support Pokemon. I mean, even in Marvel Rivals, I main him as a tank from time to time.
Shake it and hypnotize your enemies.
He needs an ability like Fring Guard, boosting up the defenses of ally Pokemon in double battles. Lastly, he 100% deserves the ability Thick Fat, able to weave and form his vines and branches into shields to reduce damage from ice and fire type moves. Being able to only say a few words, his main attack is, of course,
I am Groot!
I am Steve Rogers.
This is a very powerful physical grass attack that's able to one-shot a Kyogre with ease.
What
Look at that damage, my
That
God!
did so much damage.
Now that's a great move, but there's one special scene within the MCU that I absolutely love. You know the finale of the first movie in Guardians of Galaxy, that very emotional scene where Groot grabs all the Guardians together and finally utters a different phrase. Isn't it insane that Vin Diesel has made grown men cry by just uttering 3 words or less? Not once, but twice. Sure, we have We Are Groot, but any guesses on what the first movie is that I'm talking about?
You are what you choose to be.
Nah, literally just watching that clip back brought back so many memories and about to make me tear up right here. Iron Giant is that good of a movie. Anyway, sorry, ADHD got a hold of me. We Are Groot is a Pokemon move that heals Groot and his statuses while also healing all of his allies of their status problems.
That might be the best thing I've seen so far. That's amazing.
Yep, and he heals all of his teammates as well. It's beautiful. Groot may be slower than the rest, but his physical attack and defense is able to rival legendary Pokemon. Groot is a master of his class. I'm dead. I ain't living that. All right, Groot, it's Pixelate, you're fighting, that was Fairy, that's fine. Now, up next, this wasn't planned, I just needed a fire type on my team, and I happen to stay on the superhero path. But, I'm sorry, DC fans, it's another Marvel one. I promise, maybe next time, you never know, I might make Batman as a Pokemon. Now, cruising in as a Pokemon, we have Nicolas Cage.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Also known as Ghost Rider.
Ooh, Ghost Rider!
He looks unreal.
So, Ghost Rider is an IP that is completely underused. Guilty. I saw the movies years ago, and they were okay and whatever, but like when having to do research about the comic book in Ghost Rider, this guy is freaking busted. Like, I had no idea. He's like stupidly broken.
I feel like my skull's on fire, but I'm good.
Ghost Rider has superhuman strength, superhuman speed, and can literally control hellfire. And apparently, in one universe, he killed Thanos, and then another took a punch in the face from the Hulk. Took a punch in the face, or the skull. Is the face the skin, or is it the actual, like, skull? Anyways, Ghost Rider's broken.
I don't know if you want to include rumors or things in videos, but like he's rumored for one of the Avengers movies coming out in the next couple of years. Yeah.
Ghost Rider, or Johnny Blaze, is a tragic story on demonic deals creating a superhero who's wrapped in chains and drenched in hellfire. After Johnny's father was diagnosed with cancer, Johnny made a deal with the devil, or Mephisto in the Marvel Universe, to try and save him. And like you see in many different stories in any typical deal with the devil, this deal did technically cure his father of cancer, but he soon died in a stunt right after. But Johnny's commitment remained, therefore Ghost Rider was born. Off the rip, this is one of the easiest characters it is to come up with a typing. No beating around the bush. It's a Ghost Rider with a fire skull for a head. He's a ghost and fire type. I mean, yeah, maybe steel because of his bikes and his vehicles, but Ghost Fire is so perfect, and it's one of the coolest typings in Pokemon. And with him being a daredevil stuntman and can conjure any vehicle at his will, he will have none other than the ability Speed Boost, with some really cool abilities to go along with it. Perhaps like Desolate Land or Drought, but instead it's just Hellfire as the weather, or even Cursed Body, which is basically self-explanatory for Johnny. R.I.P. Johnny in the comments. He deserves some love.
Idea for next time you use this guy, Mega he gets the motorcycle.
Yeah, that would be clean.
That would be diabolical.
But when it comes to his moves, there's a plethora of choices when it comes to his powers and abilities, but most notable is his ability to control hellfire. So imagine in the Pokemon universe, Johnny Blaze goes into the Distortion world and makes a deal with Giratina, now can summon fire from the Distortion world, dealing loads of damage and a chance to burn the opponent.
Hellfire? Oh, is that like Cinderace's move?
It's not Cinderace's move, the model's over it, but it always burns!
Oh, that's not great, but it's fine because I'm a special attacker, Hell Cycle. Of course.
Yeah, he's riding the motorcycle. He's got the speed boost.
Yeah, he's definitely got that speed boost.
But why stop there? This guy can also manipulate souls. I really hope we get more Ghost Rider in the future. This guy is just really cool and very unique from what I've read. Manipulating souls is obviously a ghost type attack, dealing loads of damage, but it also places a curse on the opposing Pokemon, dealing damage every turn.
Soul manipulation.
Oh, you're banded? If you Earthquake, I'm definitely dead.
I did.
I think you live one. You do live one.
I do live one. Earthquake banded. And there you go. What the flip? What?
Oh, you lived on one!
I lived on one!
It applies curse to a Pokemon because it's manipulating the soul.
I love this. I love that so much.
This one's probably one of the coolest ones we've created yet. I think placing a curse on the Pokemon also just fits so well with the whole soul manipulation thing. It's so cool. Now, back to the power scaling bit that I talked about earlier in the video. I made him just a little weaker than Godzilla, but all of you Darth Vader, Godzilla, and Ghost Rider fans can argue in the comments who's more powerful. But then again, Pokemon as a whole doesn't make a lot of sense sometimes. I mean, Growlithe can't learn the move Growl, but Spoink can. Growlithe, like a dog, can't learn Growl. In the end, Ghost Rider would make one hella good Pokemon. Get it? Hella good? Ghost Rider? Hell? I had to throw one dad joke in this video. But now it's time for our final Pokemon, but most certainly not the least known. Oh!
Not bad.
Last but not least, here we have debatably the most famous character in today's video. Everyone welcome Mickey Mouse as a Pokemon.
Mickey!
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Did somebody say the door to darkness?
Bro, please tell me it's Stitch.
It is somebody you will know.
Mickey. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yo, can you even use him, bro? Yo, careful, dude. I don't know if I want to be associated. I ain't trying to put in federal prison, bro. Disney doesn't play. Yo, he's so cool looking. I love how he's literally just...
He's a little mousy guy.
He just keeps moving, dude. Oh my God, he's amazing.
Everybody knows who Mickey Mouse is. My parents, my grandparents, my daughter, my dog knows who Mickey Mouse is. But when trying to make Mickey Mouse a Pokemon with stats, abilities, and attack, it's tough. Like what am I gonna get out of Mickey Mouse's clubhouse?
Hot dog!
That's not right. That's not the way to do this. Why is it so hard?
Hot dog!
Holy hell, that was hard. Give me a minute. I'm out of breath from doing that. Out of shape, dad life. But thank God for Kingdom Hearts. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and try to teach you the lore of Kingdom Hearts, as it'll leave most of you with a headache, and if I'm honest, I've played them, I've watched videos on it, and I'm still confused. But one thing is for sure, Mickey Mouse is a big deal. He's the king, and one of the few characters to appear in basically every game. Even Sora doesn't do that. He was trained under Master Yen Sid and becomes a true Keyblade master. Think of like Yoda with a Keyblade. Now, Mickey is fast, powerful, and a master of light magic. And like I've talked about in this video and others, there's only one Pokemon type that best resembles the power of light. But with Mickey Mouse being the most generic famous character of all time, I think it works really well to make him a normal fairy type. Listen, you're a Kingdom Hearts fan. I'm happy to end this with you. You lived on one on your last Pokemon. He's got the Keyblade, baby! Let's go!
Oblivion, baby!
For his attacks, we have a variety of spells to choose from in the games, but two stood out to me the most. One being Stopsa, the ability to freeze opponents and manipulate time. So with Pokemon, obviously we can't freeze time in the battle, but there is one way that we can hinder our opponents in a similar way. It takes two turns because it's a little OP.
That's crazy.
All right. And
That's probably 100% freeze, isn't it?
so yeah, it has a 100% chance to freeze, but it's not too OP. It takes a turn to charge up for, and it can only be used twice in battle. Plus, obviously, fire types can unfreeze and ice are immune. That way, it's not too broken, but it's still really cool.
What is this? Oh boy. That might be a physical move. I don't know. I'm getting physical vibes. Oh, we're chilling.
But where Mickey Mouse really shines is using the spell Ultima. This is a devastating light explosion that obliterates anything in sight. Mickey was actually about to use this in Kingdom Hearts 3 before being stopped by the antagonist Xehanort. Ironically, Xehanort stopped Mickey with the spell Stopza. But now, in a Pokemon battle, there's nothing in Mickey's way.
God, he banished me to the shadow dimension just like Pete.
Yo, King Mickey brings it home. Then to top it all off, Mickey Mouse has his unique ability King, able to heavily boost his light or fairy attacks. Mickey, along with the other characters on this team, aren't easy to take down, but for some that are worthy, it is possible.
Oh, you're gone, son.
You're gonna survive. It has a 100% chance to freeze.
Ooh.
Oh, you guys killed it with these. You killed it.
Yo, thank you. Thanks for coming,
You know how
baby.
long these videos take this guy? Subscribe. Leave some super thanks. Hell yeah.